Why is nobody talking about this? Therapists, coaches, any kind of helping profession, psychiatrists, psychologists, sex trafficking experts. Why are you not talking about this? That one of the most vulnerable population of women to be sexually exploited and sex trafficked is women who are in abusive marriages, destructive marriages, toxic marriages, unhappy marriages, just not being treated well. And why is that? Because you're waiting for the guy on the white horse to show up. You're waiting for your prince to show up and rescue you. And then he shows up in the form of a sex predator, a sex trafficker. But you don't see it coming because no one is warning you. Nobody is saying you are at risk. You are vulnerable for this. Watch out for these red flags. Watch out for the guy who says, I can't believe anyone was treated. I can't believe your husband did that to you. I can't believe your husband didn't take care of you and your family. I can't believe your husband left all that debt on you. I can't believe your husband doesn't want to take care of you. And then they groom you and they sweep in, right? Like everything you ever wanted your husband to be, this guy is it. And you fall for it. And then next thing you know, you're in a situation and you don't even see that you're in this situation, right? You're back in an even more abusive relationship, an even more toxic relationship that's actually going to kill you, right? Like everything, like maybe that guy you were married to before or still married to is bad. This dude's even worse. And yet, I'm in a coaching group, right, that is for destructive marriages, for women in destructive marriages, to help them get to safety, to feel safe, right, to either get out of the marriage or stay in the marriage, right? They say stay well or leave well. These bitches took down my post, the post that I did. Watch the video that I did right before this one. And I say one profanity, right? I say one profanity, and these fuckers take my video down. I'm trying to save lives here. I am trying to save women's lives. And they have the nerve to take down my video because of one profanity? Are you kidding me? Jesus taught in unconventional ways, and we are made in his image. I am being called to teach this in unconventional ways so I can save women's lives. Shut down the sex traffickers. Shut down the sexual predators. That is what I am being called to do. And if it requires dropping an F-bomb, so fucking be it. I am so fired up about this. I am just sick to my stomach that this coaching group, right, they claim to be because they're Christian. Right? We got to stop with that bullshit, by the way, Christians, right? We got to stop. We are putting women in harm's way because somebody's sending a message that has a profanity in it. And if you listen to this video that I did before this, right? The whole thing that I was saying is that married women and women who are in abusive marriages, destructive marriages, toxic marriages are at risk, a huge high risk for sex trafficking and sexual exploitation because they will stay quiet, right? They don't want to risk getting harmed more in their marriage. They don't want to get risk of losing their kids, losing, the only people that they have that they're relying on for support, right? And so they will keep quiet. And what I said in the video was the sex traffickers will literally say to them, no, you won't. You will not tell your husband what I'm doing to you. You won't tell your kids what I'm doing to you. You won't tell your parents what I'm doing to you. You won't even tell your best friend what I'm doing to you because you need to shut the fuck up or you're going to lose your whole life. And I'm going to make sure you lose your whole life. That's what I said because that's the truth. That was told to me. That was told to me. That's why I stayed silent right? I stayed, and I didn't even know. I didn't know the word sex trafficking. I didn't even realize I was being sexually exploited. You don't know it when you're in it, right? When you're in an abusive situation, you don't know it. Anyway, my post was taken down from this Christian group that I'm in. And the whole idea of the group is to keep women safe, right? How are you keeping women safe if you take down a public service announcement that I post for, there's 3,300 women in that group, right? All of them, every single one of them is at risk for sexual exploitation and sex trafficking because they are all in destructive marriages. And I know that there are women in that group that fell prey to what I fell prey to. I know it. I feel it. And now they aren't going to know. That's 3,300 women that are not going to know the truth about being at risk for being sexually exploited and sex trafficked. Those are 3,300 women that coach, you know who you are. I hope you're watching. I feel like calling your name out. I really do feel like calling you out on this. That you got that on your shoulders, lady. Okay? You got 3,300 women on your shoulders that you are no longer keeping safe. Bam! But I'm here to say, in the name of Jesus, not today, Satan, those women will be protected. I'm going to make sure of it. And I know God has got my back, and God is protecting women. Those 3,300 women in that group, He is protecting them. Whew. And I have something else to say, not on this video, another video about a job I got offered. And I just found out that they're a bunch of perpetrators. So I'm going to be talking about that next. So remember, you are worth it. Drop some fire in comments if you feel me on this. Do you feel me on this? Drop some fire in comments.